ice cream time. Story time. Well, we have some ice cream together. So real quick, go grab a bowl of ice cream and then comment down below your favorite type of ice cream. I don't really have like a favorite type of ice cream. I just love ice cream, so it bounces back and forth. But this is Otter Paws from Publix brand. It's really good. So I have to be kind of quiet because my whole family's asleep. It is 11 o'clock. And you just saw me. So we did like a little... Stop it. Cats are trying to get my ice cream. So we did a little like Sunday refresh. I just like clean up the floor so that way when we leave in the morning I can turn the Roomba on and it do its thing. One of the greatest inventions of all time is a vacuum that I don't have to operate myself. I can do it when I'm not home. And just kind of like cleaned up a little bit, did a little bit of skincare. What you didn't see is this, after I did my skincare I got in the bath. Usually it's the other way around, but it is what it is sometimes. My phone went off. Uno momento. So I took a bath and a little skincare, and we work tomorrow, so just kind of winding down from the weekend and from today and getting ready, getting in the mindset of going back to work tomorrow. So, which is not fun. Not fun at all. So I did not upload a video last week, and it's the first week I've missed in a while. I know I like was doing 2 times a week, and then it kind of went back to 1 time a week, and now it's just been, and then I missed last week, but I'm on it again, okay? I'm definitely not gonna have this up by Tuesday because that's just life. I don't have the time to sit and edit and upload by 10 a.m. on Tuesday, but I will get it up this week. I won't wait all the way until the next Tuesday like I did last week. So anyways, story time. So I did not upload last Tuesday because last Monday night, my mom fell. Excuse you. Crazy pants back there. My mom fell. She's totally fine. Everyone's fine. It was dramatic, traumatic, but everyone is good. She went outside to let this crazy one out, and my 2-year-old went with her, and she was holding him, and then she put him down on the front porch, and he bolted right down the sidewalk, running towards the street. Thankfully it's like the side street, not like a busy like main road, but a street nonetheless. So of course she takes off after him. Well, our sidewalk is at just a little bit of a slope. Like you really can't tell it's at a slope unless you're like running down it, and then, you know, so you can assume what happens next. She catches him at the very end of the sidewalk and they both go tumbling down. Everyone's fine. Alexander got like a little scratch on his back and then bumped his noggin just a little bit. We observed him, make sure that he was all good, but he was totally fine. Cried for like a minute, but he was mostly just in shock and scared because my mom hit the ground hard. I was right by the front door when it happened, so I saw the whole thing happen. I was running behind them and I saw them fall, and I heard her head hit the ground. The road hit the asphalt. So that was not fun for anyone. So, you know, I scoop up Alexander, run him inside, call for my husband and say, you check, make sure that he's good. They both fell. I have to go back out there. Like, I literally just like ran him inside and went, make sure he's okay, and then ran back outside. My husband's like, what happened? Oh my gosh, what happened? Because he was not anywhere in the vicinity when it happened. He was in our bedroom. So I like ran and got her, made sure that she was okay. She did hit her head pretty freaking hard. She did not ever lose consciousness. She never felt any symptoms of a concussion, never got dizzy, nauseous, lightheaded, nothing like that. So good, that's good. Thank goodness for that. But of course I was like, you're going to the emergency room. There's no way around that. You were going to go get checked out just in case. So we left, headed for the emergency room. So she had like a goose egg on her forehead with like a scrape. She gashed, I use the term gash lightly, okay, like gashed, but like she got herself pretty good on the side of her face, and then a little scrape on her nose, under her nose, and on her chin. And broke her glasses, of course. And then you could like tell where her like glasses like kind of scratched her a little bit right there. I feel so bad, like genuinely I feel so freaking bad, because of course it's my son that she was running after. And I mean, I know it's her grandson and all that, but like I just feel so bad, like so bad. And my adrenaline was going because I just want to make sure she was okay. I want to make sure he was okay. I want to make sure everyone was okay. And it was freaking scary to watch, okay? It was just, it was crazy. So we get to the emergency room, tell them what happened, and you know, they immediately come over and do just like the vitals and the blood pressure check. Her blood pressure was 207/88. That's bad. That's like high, that's like dangerously high. But she felt totally fine. She was like, maybe it's adrenaline, you know, just whatever. So they didn't like freak out or anything as of yet, because like I said, she wasn't showing any major signs of any hypertension, stroke, heart attack, anything like that. And she didn't feel like she had a concussion, and they didn't think that she had a concussion up until this point, at least. She did not get a concussion, but no one thought that she did. So we wait just a little bit, they get her back. And we kind of just wait around, you know, it's the emergency room. It wasn't fun, but they checked her out. They did an x-ray of her hand, wrist, and knee, because that's like where she like caught herself. And she said that she had a lot of pain in her palm of her hand. But like everything else was fine. She had a little scrape on her knee, but that's about it. So they x-rayed all that just to make sure, and that all came back clean. No fractures, no breaks, all good. And then they did an x-ray of her chest because her blood pressure was so high, and that came back looking good, thankfully. And then they did a CT scan of her head and her spine to make sure, obviously, there's no internal bleeding or hemorrhaging or pinched nerves or whatever they look for, and that her spine was fine, no breaks, and no like internal bleeding or anything like that. So all of the tests came back looking good, came back great. They gave her some medicine for her blood pressure, and then it came back, it came back down to good numbers. So they put her on a low dose heart rate medication, and it said to like take that until she goes to see her regular doctor for a checkup. And she did that today. So they said everything is looking good. She's healing very nicely. Obviously there was nothing internal going on, so it's just like bruising and stuff. It's really not that bad at all. It was just kind of like a shock because she was like bleeding. But it stopped pretty quickly. She did not need any kind of stitches or glue or anything like that. It's healing totally fine. She's just kind of bruised up, and she was sore for about 2 days. So, but she, you know, she was okay to take Tylenol or any kind of like ibuprofen. The doctor said that was fine, so she did, got some rest. Yeah. Her doctor wants her to stay on the blood pressure medication for the time being and check back in 6 months. And yeah, then was just, you know, instructed to be more careful. Although it's my son, it's my kid that did this. Ugh. And then we had to like explain to a 2-year-old that, hey, like, this isn't like your fault, you know, like it's okay, she has boo-boos, but she's fine and she's gonna be fine. And we didn't want him, cat, we didn't want to like put like like extra blame on him and make him feel bad because he's 2, but like we didn't want him like to think that he hurt his Mimi. Like it was pretty we didn't want to traumatize like poor kid. But we did have a conversation and say, this is why we don't go running down the road or running away, because people could fall down and get hurt. So it was like kind of telling him it was his fault without trying to tell him it was his fault. So it was very tiptoey conversation. So but I think we did okay. So what do you think, Jippers? Do you think we did okay? Mwah. So I hope we did okay and that everyone is good, everyone is healing nicely. It was just a whirlwind of a night. And of course that was the day that I like worked all day, and so it was just a crazy day. We didn't get home till almost 2 o'clock in the morning. So I still had to go to work the next day, but it was my easy day at work. Me and my husband just worked together all day, so he let me kind of just like chill and relax for most of it. And got a coffee, and then she stayed home from work the next day obviously to rest, but then was back at work the next day and is feeling great. It's been a week since and everyone is doing good. Now about me, I have my doctor's appointment tomorrow. So I messaged my doctor about some of the things that I was talking about in my last video, which I'm so sorry that I'm so boring. Literally, like, I feel like so many of my videos are just sitting down and listening to me ramble about nothing that you care about, but it is what it is. So I emailed my doctor about just the, you know, a couple of concerns that I had with TMI time. I wasn't getting my period. I was 9 weeks late on my period, not pregnant as you saw in my last video. I took like 6 pregnancy tests, okay? Like I wanted to really make sure that that was not what was going on. I didn't think it was, but just wanted to make sure. So not pregnant. So I wasn't getting my period. My hair was falling out like in the shower, but like twice as much as normal. I just knew something wasn't right, and I have Hashimoto's with my thyroid, so I'm like, maybe that's what's going on, but also just I am just so tired all of the time. If I go to bed early, if I don't go to bed early, if I eat right, if I don't eat right, if I rest, if I don't, like, I feel like it doesn't matter what I do, I just have no energy, no motivation to do anything the past like while. And it was a struggle for me to pick up the camera tonight because I just didn't want to. And like, I wasn't tired as I'm like going to bed tired. I was just, I just wanted to lay around and not do anything and not clean and not pick up and not turn the camera on. And honestly, the only reason why I did pick up is because I turned the camera on, but it ended up being a good thing because I did a couple things that needed to be done, and I felt like I was holding myself accountable because I wanted to do this, and I kind of forced myself into it, and I'm really happy that I did, but it's just been hard. I am just so severely lacking energy and lacking motivation and lacking clarity. Like, I don't know if it's anxiety or like depression, or I have a history with both, more so anxiety, and then depression more so just like postpartum. And I mean, I've had episodes here and there because of my like thyroid. Your thyroid affects literally everything, and people don't realize that. So if you feel off, just get it checked. It doesn't, you know, it doesn't hurt to just get it checked, because people have issues with that and they don't even realize. So that's my soapbox story for tonight. We're gonna see what she says tomorrow. I think she's gonna want to do some blood work, check my thyroid, and maybe check to see if I'm low. Dr. Google says that I could be low in like B12 and stuff too. I did get my period, of course. 2 days after I made the doctor's appointment. So I did get my period, and it's been awful. It's been so awful. Cramping. Day 2 was the worst. I don't know if anyone else's day 2 is the worst, but mine's always been the worst. Day 2 was the worst. That was yesterday, and I literally just laid in bed as long as I could, and the cramps were horrible, and I feel bad for my husband. I was so irritable and so moody, and I could like tell that that's why I was, and I tried so hard to like pull myself out of it, but it was just difficult. And today's been better, but yesterday was really hard. Yeah, so that's basically all I got right now. I'm gonna finish this bowl of ice cream and go to bed very shortly. Hopefully be in bed in the next like half hour and fall asleep, and I can probably get like 7 hours of sleep tonight if I do that. If I'm in bed in the next like hour, I could probably get like 7.5 hours of sleep. Yeah, so, something like that. Sleep math. I got girl math and guy math. I got sleep math. Is that just mom math? I think those are the same thing. I don't know. But thank you for letting me ramble again about a bunch of stuff that you didn't ask for. So I'll give you an update on my doctor's appointment and what she says, and test results if we get any back by then. I'll try to be more. Valentine's Day is coming up. It's in a couple of days, so maybe I'll film a little something there. I don't know what our plans are, but hubby says he has something up his sleeve, so I'll try to film what I can. If I can't film it, I'll just sit down and talk to you some more and lose all of my 26 subscribers, because we're at 26 now, and I don't know how, because I'm so freaking boring. I think this might be why. They all are coming for the gypsy. I don't blame them. She's perfect. Okay, I'm really gonna go now. Good night. I hope you have a good night. I hope you are doing well and you are taking care of yourself. And here's your reminder to check with your mental health, check with your physical health, drink some freaking water, eat a salad, go to bed on time, and just peace and love, mother. Peace and love. All right, I'm delirious now. Bye.